Hey guys, welcome to the Axiom Envy versus the MVP Matrix. First up, we have the 175 Soft Envy Oreo Styly. Just throwing some soft backhands to try to get you to see, how I throw this disc. We're just under 200 feet, so I normally don't throw this disc at that distance. Not putting too much power into it, just trying to softly get it down there so it can do its job. A little high on that one. Also wanted to do the flick just so you guys can get a little different perspective on it. Not that great at flicking this disc, but got some pretty decent results right there. I love the looks of this disc. That's normally what I do, is turn that over a little bit when I go to flick it. It's pretty average of me. And one more just to get you guys a whole feel for how this disc flicks. Now we have the 175 Plasma Envy. Absolutely love the plasma plastic, and this disc in general is just terrific. Starting off with the backhand, just to show you kind of how it flies. I can put a little bit more into this than I can the Soft Envy. Pretty straight with a nice, dependable fade. Blurple. Close. Just a couple more to give you a feel for how this thing flies. Yeah, this is definitely my go-to disc inside this distance. I absolutely love it. Switching it over to give you guys a little perspective of how this disc flicks. Next up, we have the 175 Neutron Envy. Definitely a terrific disc to have in your bag. You can put a lot of power into this, and it'll hang on that straight line and come back. Now, a lot of people use this Envy for putting, but I love to use these mainly as mid-ranges, and really why I wanted to show the comparison between this disc and the Matrix. Left that one a little bit short. This was the first Envy that I actually bought. Didn't throw it for months, but pulled it out when I was in trouble one day. Literally hit chains on my first throw, and I've been addicted to the Envy ever since. It's my good get out of trouble disc. I want to show you guys some flicks and how this thing can hold a flick. And last up, we have the 178 Matrix from the 2016 circuit. I drove to Delaware to get this disc, and I absolutely love it. You can see it's a little bit faster than the Envy and has a little bit more fade at the end, but a very similar disc, just different if you have to get past that 200-foot range. This is going to be the disc you're going to want to grab. If you're a big fan of the Envy, you're absolutely going to love this. A lot of people were hoping to get that that Gator or that Justice type overstable disc, but I'm perfectly happy with this disc and what MVP did. It feels terrific in the hands, and it's really controlled. Has nice turn with a solid fade. And you can throw it a lot of different ways. Take a little bit off of it and you get a lot more overstability for it. Put a little bit more into it and get a nice turn, or just get it to stay dead straight. Finish nice for you. Yeah, it took a little bit off that one, but you can see nice fade at the end. I think the only complaint I'll have about this is the fact that it only comes in Proton right now. Not that I don't like Proton, but I throw this disc a lot in the woods, and I tend to find myself searching for it. I only have one, and they're kind of hard to get right now, so I really want to hang on to this. Left that a little high, but you can see kind of how overstable it is if you take that off of it. A frustration flick there, but ended up working pretty well for me. Again, just some more flicks to kind of demonstrate how this thing can handle flicks. I really feel that this is where the disc excels. I kind of don't do it much justice here, but you can really put a lot of juice into this thing, and it'll go dead straight for you. But again, most importantly, I have to say this disc feels so good in the hands. If you haven't got the opportunity to get your hands on one, you definitely need to go out and get one. Go play a circuit or buy one offline. It's a terrific disc. I'm very happy with the Matrix, and I can't wait to get more of them. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video, and a special thanks to the bros for the opportunity to test the discs that I love. Thanks to the Envy from Axiom, the Matrix from MVP, and the awesome shirt provided by Toss Apparel. Audio by New Perspective, and last but not least, my wife. Remember guys, throw gyro.